All right, Robert Carter, SANY District Technology Coach, coming to you with my third video on Gizmos Virtual Labs. So in this case, I have jumped through to one of the gizmos that we selected in the previous video. This is water pollution. So I want to go through some of the things that you could expect. First, one of the things that I really enjoy about this website and this platform is it gives you a multitude of materials right off the bat. So you get the lab sheet, answer key, teacher guide, and vocab sheet. So most of these, with the exception of the answer key, come in both PDF and editable Word format. So let's go ahead and download the Word doc to the exploration sheet. Let's do it the same for the teacher's guide as well as the vocab sheet. So, and we're going to go ahead and launch after I show you a little bit more. You can actually see the community and user recommendations in terms of people who have contributed or evaluated this website, or this gizmo, excuse me. And even when you're also in a gizmo and you've selected it off the search screen, you can still add it to other classes. So let's just say you're experiencing this. In my case, we assigned it to the test classroom. Maybe I'd also like the 5th grade to do it. I can just go ahead and add it to there. But in this case, let's go ahead and launch. So in this case, we got a lot of text examples in this one. I also want to point out that each user can take an assessment. They're usually about 5 questions that are at the end of, at the bottom of each individual gizmo. Let's go ahead and pull up some of our documents, though. Let's go with the lab sheet first. The key with the lab sheet is you can do a lot of different things with it. So I'd say first and foremost, if you want to just print a hard copy of this and do this on paper, then by all means, okay? But there's many things that I enjoy about keeping this in a digital format. First and foremost, I can edit this. So before I ever do this lab, if I decide a particular section of this lab is too hard for students, I can literally take it out. That way, students don't have to do it. It doesn't overwhelm them. Or maybe I'm not a big fan of the way something is written. I can revise it. I can change it. Now, if you are going to keep your gizmos digital, whether it be Word, or if you're going to do Google Classroom with a Google Doc, it is important to know on different gizmos, students are asked to draw or make a diagram. So you're going to have to edit those particular areas. So literally just take them right off the electronic document. But as you see, each gizmo lab is broken down to, gives you the vocab, prior knowledge, and a warm-up before they even get into the questions. So they have all of these things to do. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick at gizmo warm-up. So in this case, it gives you the directions. Like as you see at every step, it tells the student exactly what to do so that the lab generates the information and the experience generates the information that they need. So in this case, it says on the Type tab, under Types of Pollution, click on Toxic. So in this case, it was the thing that was already there. Read the paragraphs on the right and on the bottom of the gizmo. So we've got a description. Student describes what toxic pollutions are. The student has to go back, little reading comp. Okay, what are some of the examples? And then an extension. What are some other toxic examples? So a lot of your gizmos will follow similar experiences. We go down here, we're asked to type on toxic pollution again, okay? Besides toxic pollution, there are also sediment, nutrient, and bacterial. You see them here. Students will go through and click on each one and answer the questions. Now, different gizmos will present different experiences. Some give you virtual lab equipment to go through. Some, are more text-based like this, but all of them are interactive. Students can go through and simply type in the boxes if you're going to keep this digital on a Google Doc, and I will show you that in my last video. My best is that we go ahead and have students working in groups of 2 to 4, depending on your class type. So this may seem like a lot of information, but you let kids, attack this assignment in a lab group. Let them support each other. And as I said, when you're all done, you can go down and have maybe each group complete the assessment on the bottom, or whichever way that you'd like to do this. Now, Additionally, you do have other options as a teacher here to contribute lesson materials, to give your approval, give some feedback. I've seen a lot of revisions on this platform. Share it with others, or even to go into full presentation mode, say that you want to do this from a first-person point of view. But this is just one of many, 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 many gizmos that are in the system that are great tools. I hope to have showed you just how the parallel goes from the tool to the lab sheet. Let's take a look at one more thing in the platform, if you would please, is we're going to look at, we have a vocab sheet. This to make a nice introductory lesson to go through this and maybe some video examples of each, as well as the teacher's guide as well. And it breaks down the full experience of the lesson and gives you some supporting resources to go with it as well. So, as you go through this video series, please take a look at my last and final video for this, which will show you how to upload the Word documents to Google Drive and convert them over to Google Docs so that you can edit and use these in Google Classroom. If you're feeling comfortable to it, I feel like that is the best option. That way students can literally run their gizmo on one screen and have their work here on another screen. The lab sheets don't need to be handed out. They don't need to be collected. They're all here, all in one spot. But it does require some conversion for the first time, and then maybe some editing if that particular gizmo requires writing of some sort on the document. So if you have any questions, please email me. Otherwise, I hope this video was of some help, and enjoy Gizmos.